When a story is told with urgency, private phone calls, exact timestamps, and closed-door revelations, it can feel undeniably real. But before accepting any narrative built around secret gatherings and secondhand recollections, we need to pause. There is no verified public record of a private February 9th meeting in New York, where Tom Brokaw delivered an emotional analysis of Savannah Guthrie and her relationship with her mother. No confirmed statement, no attributed interview, no documentation from credible outlets. In high-profile situations, stories often expand beyond confirmed facts because they fill emotional gaps. The structure feels compelling. A legendary newsman, an intimate circle, a truth finally spoken. But compelling is not the same as confirmed. When real families are navigating uncertainty, speculation dressed as insider testimony can unintentionally distort reality rather than illuminate it. The power of authority in storytelling. Attaching a dramatic interpretation to someone like Brokaw adds weight because of who he is. His decades at NBC, his steady presence during national crises, and his reputation for measured credibility make any attributed insight feel authoritative. But that is precisely why caution matters. When respected figures are placed at the center of emotionally charged narratives without verification, the authority of their name can amplify unconfirmed claims. It's easy to imagine him in a quiet living room offering wisdom. It fits the archetype. Yet journalism, especially in moments involving alleged crimes or disappearances, depends on what can be substantiated. Elevating private, unrecorded conversations to the level of fact risks, blurring the line between thoughtful reflection and fictionalized reconstruction. Public composure is not hidden code. Much of the dramatic framing centers on Savannah's composure in her public statements. But calm delivery does not automatically signal childhood conditioning or psychological choreography. Seasoned broadcasters are trained to regulate tone under pressure. Years of reporting on tragedy create an instinct for structure, gratitude, facts, appeal. That pattern may look rehearsed, because it is rehearsed in the sense that professionals practice clarity. It does not necessarily reveal hidden emotional contracts with parents or lifelong internal scorecards. A controlled message during a crisis is often strategic. It can be shaped by legal counsel, law enforcement advice, or simple instinct to avoid escalating fear. Reading deeper psychological meaning into every pause and sentence risks oversimplifying a complex human response. The temptation to psychologize. Stories that frame a crisis as the culmination of a lifelong emotional struggle are powerful. They offer narrative closure where uncertainty exists. But unless Savannah herself confirms specific dynamics about her upbringing or internal fears, those interpretations remain speculation. Describing her mother as an uncompromising architect of invincibility may feel insightful, yet it assigns motives and internal dialogues to real people without their consent. Families are nuanced. Parents can emphasize resilience while still expressing warmth. Children can internalize discipline without experiencing love as conditional. Turning a disappearance into a sweeping psychological thesis might satisfy curiosity, but it risks flattening the lived complexity of a mother-daughter relationship we do not fully see. What responsible coverage requires. When stories involve alleged kidnappings, ransom claims, or ongoing investigations, restraint is essential. Law enforcement agencies typically advise families to limit public commentary to protect investigative strategy. Silence between updates does not automatically signal rehearsal or image management. It may reflect coordination with authorities. Similarly, the absence of visible panic does not equal emotional absence. Responsible storytelling focuses on verifiable developments rather than dramatized private analysis. That means distinguishing confirmed timelines from narrative embellishment and avoiding attribution of statements that have not been publicly acknowledged. It also means recognizing that repeating unverified accounts can unintentionally add stress to families already facing unimaginable pressure. The human reality beneath the narrative. At the center of all of this is a daughter and a mother. That truth does not require secret meetings or sweeping psychological revelations to be moving. If Savannah appears composed, it may simply be because functioning is necessary. For her children, for investigators, for herself. People process trauma differently. Some cry openly. Others compartmentalize. Both are human. Suggesting that composure equals emotional imprisonment may resonate dramatically, but it assumes knowledge of her inner world that only she truly holds. Empathy does not require decoding hidden wounds. It requires acknowledging that public figures are still private individuals, navigating real fear and uncertainty. Why accuracy matters now. In moments of crisis, misinformation spreads quickly because it travels on emotion. Adding precise times, intimate quotes, and behind-the-scenes details creates credibility even when verification is absent. That is why it is important to say clearly, unless confirmed by reputable reporting or direct statement, such accounts should be treated as narrative interpretation, not established fact. Repeating them as truth can influence public perception in ways that are difficult to undo. Journalism's responsibility is not to craft the most compelling arc, but to honor what is known and clearly separate it from what is imagined. Holding compassion without amplifying rumor. There is room for compassion without amplifying unverified storytelling. You can care deeply about a family's well-being without accepting dramatic reconstructions as truth. You can admire Savannah's steadiness without attributing it to hidden lifelong contracts. And you can hope for Nancy's safe return without turning the situation into a symbolic commentary on conditional love. Sometimes the most respectful response is simpler. Acknowledge the uncertainty, resist embellishment, and allow investigators and the family space. A grounded perspective. If in the future Tom Brokaw chooses to speak publicly about Savannah or her upbringing, those words can be evaluated on record. Until then, it's wise to approach private meeting narratives with caution. Real crises do not need added layers to feel significant. They are significant on their own. At this moment, what matters most is safety, clarity, and truth, not dramatic reinterpretation. Returning to what matters. Strip away the speculation, and the core remains straightforward. A family is facing uncertainty, and the public is watching closely. Instead of searching for hidden psychological codes in every sentence, perhaps the more humane approach is patience. Let verified information guide understanding. Let compassion outweigh curiosity. And remember that behind headlines are people who deserve accuracy as much as they